Hey guys, happy Thursday. I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm really sorry. I definitely meant to make this video way sooner. I thought I would do it either Tuesday or Wednesday, and time sort of got away from me. But the reason I wanted to make it sooner is because I had said in my last video there was a season premiere of Dancing with the Stars, and I wanted to talk about it, and I really wanted to talk about it closer to the episode, not like 3 days later. And I'm going to talk about it anyway because we're here, so why not? My my hair is doing some sort of like weird wavy hair thing today, and I think it all comes down to the fact that I did not get the wavy hair product into it at the proper level of wetness. Because if it's too wet, it doesn't work, and if it's too dry, it doesn't work. It has to be like damp, and then it makes the nice waves. But I think mine was too dry, and now my head's all poofy. So I'm sorry if my poofy head is distracting, because clearly it's distracting to me. But let's forget about my hair for a second. Let's talk about Dancing with the Stars. So I was really, really excited for the premiere, but I feel like I do the same thing every season, is that I get really excited for the premiere, and then the premiere is always sort of ho-hum. And I think it's because it's the premiere. Like, they're not going to put, I mean, they've only been dancing for a few weeks. The judges aren't expecting much at this point, and I think everybody just plays it kind of safe. So there's never anything that's like super exciting. And then this season, like on top of that, I also said on Monday, it's like I wasn't a big fan of any of the stars. Like, I don't hate them. I like some of them, but there's no one that I'm like a huge fan of that I was super excited to see. So I think this season that kind of added to why I was a little bummed out by the premiere. But overall, I thought almost everybody did really well. Obviously, some were better than others, but there was. I know I said at some point, like in one of my first videos, that I was going to try not to be negative and snarky, but I don't really think you can talk about like a dance performance, like a competition show. It's competition was the word that I was looking for. You can't talk about a competition show without talking about the people who are very bad at the competition show. And in this case, the one person who was really terrible was Rick Perry, who was former governor of Texas, in case people don't know that. He like ran for president and everything. He was really bad. I don't know what he was doing. It certainly wasn't dancing. It was like a weird walk, like slow, fast, but definitely not any sort of rhythmic motions. And then every once in a while he would like have an arm motion in there. And that's about it. I think he got like fives. I think he probably should have gotten fours. He was significantly worse than everybody else. So I think they perform again next Monday, and then Tuesday's the elimination. So if there's any justice in the world, he'll be the first to go home. That doesn't always happen on this show. The ones that are the worst dancers are not always the first to go home. Sometimes like really talented dancers actually go home before really crappy ones. So we'll see what happens. But I thought probably Lori Hernandez was the best. I mean, I expected her to be good. I expected her to do really well. The gymnasts always do really well. Ice skaters do really well. I think when you're an Olympic athlete, it's just you're used to that kind of training. You're used to sort of memorizing routines and choreography, and so she's probably gonna go pretty far, and she was really good. So yeah, but that's about it. Oh, and there was some sort of like, I don't know, weird little dust up with Ryan Lochte where there was like protesters there, but I really think that it was made out to be way more than it was. Like, I was watching it, and it was like creepy when you didn't know what was happening, but once they showed the footage of what happened, it was so sort of the most laid back protest ever. It was like 6 people, 4 of them were women who never left their seats, and the one guy was like 50 some years old, 60 some years old, and they were all of the headlines were like, rushed the stage. They weren't rushing at all. They sort of sauntered to the stage. And then these security guards came out of nowhere, and just like tackled the guy and like smashed him to the ground. And I don't know. I mean, maybe you can't take a chance nowadays, because sometimes they seem innocuous and then it turns out to be really bad. So maybe you just have to be a little extreme in situations like that. But yeah, it wasn't nearly as thrilling as the media would have had you believe that it was. What else happened this week? Oh, so my new favorite show, or as of this week, there's a show that came on. It's on the Food Network. It's the new Andrew Zimmern show. It's called Driven by Food. And he goes to different cities all around the world, and they hire like 3 cab drivers to take him all over the city, show him where locals eat. Sometimes they even take him to like their own houses, and you learn about the city and you learn about the people, in addition to like, and you sort of like explore the culture of a city through its food. It's a really, really good show. And this week he went to London, and I'm like obsessed with London. Well, obsessed with England in general. So that was a really exciting episode for me. And then other exciting news for me, more so exciting, is in my very first video, the Pleased to Meet You video, I talked about Matthew Gray Gubler, who is on Criminal Minds, which is one of my favorite shows, and I was saying how much I liked him as an actor, but that he's also a filmmaker and a director, and every season for, I don't know, the last 8 years maybe, he's directed at least one episode of Criminal Minds. He's done this, well, that's the thing that was exciting to me this week, is that he tweeted a few pictures that he's directing his 10th episode, and it's going to be called Elliot's Pond, and it doesn't say when it's going to air yet. But his episodes are always like the creepiest, most bizarre, like really kind of scary episodes, and they're probably, with very few exceptions, my favorite episodes. So I'm so excited for that. I'm kind of hoping it'll be in the fall, like that it'll come on before they go on like the holiday time hiatus. But we'll see. And speaking of holiday time, my friend sent me an article today that Hallmark Channel is going to have 22 new Christmas movies. And if there's anything I love, it's a schmaltzy Christmas movie. I love them. I watch them from like the end of October through to like New Year's. And there's going to be one with Lacey Chabert, and her Christmas movies have been my favorite over the last few years. Lori Loughlin's going to have one. I didn't see Candace Cameron listed, and I do love me a Candace Cameron Christmas movie. So hopefully, there were some that didn't have casts listed, so maybe I'll luck out and one of them will be her. So outside of sort of entertainment-y news, this weekend, like in the borough where I live, is going to be, there's a pirate festival. This is the 8th year that we've had the pirate festival here. And the reason we have the pirate festival is that probably, I'm going to say 15 years ago, if not longer. A guy bought a house and he was sort of excavating in the basement and everything. And he found all of these like old coins, and there were like some bones down there. So he actually called the police in, and the bones turned out to be animal bones. But the coins turned out to be like old, really old. Kind of, I don't know if it's called pirate's gold. I don't know what it's called. Are they doubloons? I don't know. I don't really know. The whole point of this ridiculous story is that the house is now a historic site. Because what they found out is that the house belonged to Blackbeard's mistress, and we live on the Delaware River. So the ships, the pirate ships, would come in on the river, and they would come into the town. And apparently Blackbeard had a mistress here, and this was her house. So they found some really cool stuff in the basement, and then like in the sort of like side yard, there's like a big hole in the ground where they're digging. So every year they have this pirate festival. It's called the Plank House, if you want to look it up, is the name of the house. Every year they have this festival, and the festival raises money for the restoration and the excavation of the Plank House. So it's always really cute. They have craft vendors, and they have, I want to say it's called, the band is called Pirates for Sale, but it's like Sale, S-A-I-L. And they do like, you know, funny pirate songs, and some of them are kind of raunchy, and there's children present, but I don't think they know that it's raunchy. And they have like pony rides, and there's a little playground by the park. Playground by the park. A playground in the park. It's a park where they have it. So I'm going to try and experiment this weekend. I want to be able to like go places and do things and take video, and then sort of like, you know, edit it and weave it in here so I can show you guys some cool stuff. So I'm going to use the Pirate Festival as a little experiment, and I'm going to try taking my video camera with me and seeing if I can take even just a little bit of footage, and then see if I can edit it in to a video, and see how that works out, because then that'll give me the opportunity to show a lot more and to have a lot more to talk about, rather than just sort of sitting and talking. Other than the Pirate Festival video, I am going to do a taste test video, because I love watching those. And last night I found this couple on YouTube last week, 2 weeks ago, literally like the same day or the day after I decided to start this channel. One of their videos was a recommended video for me, and I watched it, and their channel is called The Tim Tracker. It's this guy named Tim and his wife, whose name is escaping me right now, and I'm really sorry about that. But they did a taste test video yesterday, and it was for Pop-Tarts. They taste tested the soda flavors. So it was like the A&W root beer one and the Orange Crush one. And it reminded me how much I love watching those. Like if you've ever seen like Americans Try British Candy, or, you know, tasting weird flavors of things. So I decided that I wanted to do one. But I didn't want to do Pop-Tarts because they did Pop-Tarts. I want to do something different. So I finally decided to do Lay's potato chips. Every summer they come out with 4 new flavors, and they release them in like small bags, and I guess everybody votes on them, and whichever one gets the most votes gets to sort of like stay in the starting lineup. It gets to be like a regular Lay's flavor. So what I did was I went to the store and I bought the 4 flavors that came out last month, and I'm going to do a taste test video on those 4 flavors. And I'm hoping that I might have a special guest in that video, because I wanted to do it with somebody else so that we could exchange our thoughts on the flavors. And I might do another tag video, because I found another one that has really fun questions. So I do have ideas. I'm planning more than I thought I would plan. I distinctly remember saying I'm not going to plan stuff. But I just keep, seeing things around and thinking, ooh, I could do something with that. So yeah, I guess I'm going to be more of a planner than I thought. Who knew? And I was going to do like a toy collection video, but I think I might just do, not like a room tour, because I'm not going to be like, oh, this is my closet. Who cares? Nobody cares about my closet. But I have a lot of fun toys, and I have some fun paintings, and that kind of stuff I would like to show, because I like to see that kind of stuff. That's the kind of thing I like to see, like when I'm looking at people's videos. So apparently this is all going to be about what I like. Apparently, if I like Criminal Minds, I'm going to talk about it, and if I like toys, I'm going to show you toys. But who doesn't? Do people not like toys? I guess I'm a grown-up. I'm almost 40. I feel like maybe a lot of people my age do not like toys. I'm not one of those people. So I do have some ideas of some fun stuff. So you should definitely stick around and keep watching. You should comment and subscribe and thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and encourage them to subscribe. Oh, and don't forget that if I can get 100 subscribers, then I am going to do a really easy contest for a giveaway for a fun prize, which I have not decided on yet, but it'll be something good. It won't be something stupid or lame. So I hope everybody has a great night. I'm going to go make dinner, because I don't think I've eaten since breakfast at like 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys soon. Bye!